How do I equate that to a pitcher throwing at the batter's head? Is there any...
I'm going to work on that one for you, but that's another sport reference. You've made a hockey reference with us.
Just watch this ball pressure. They're going to put Beverly, who's all over Mitchell.
Rudy comes out to break him loose, gets the steal. Joe runs after him, and Beverly with a breakaway bucket.
At games this season, you saw Lou Will there. He's coming off a couple of games where he was dishing it like crazy. Ball movement will be key for them tonight against this Utah defense.
Belong to Pat Beverly. O'Neal doesn't shoot any mid-range shots. 99% of his shots are threes or at the rim. Mitchell for three.
Rebounding night. When the shot goes up, 5 blue jerseys need to be going to the rim to pull down the defensive board.
Utah, the best rebounding team in the league. Great ball movement for the Jazz. O'Neal misses. Rebound batted out to Beverly. Diving on the floor, but it is saved, and it goes to Ingles for three. Yep. He's hitting almost half of his threes in the last 16 games. Great ball movement for the Jazz. O'Neal misses. Rebound batted out to Beverly. Diving on the floor, but it is saved, and it goes to Ingles for three. Yep. He's hitting almost half of his threes in the last 16 games. Donovan Mitchell doesn't get to the line as much as you would think for a 24-point-per-game scorer. He makes the first of two, and now a quick word. But boy, he has been terrific for Utah. Misses on the free throw. Senior there for the rebound. Clippers trail by 2. Bogdanovich to Mitchell. Beverly overplays. Mitchell attacks and then gets it to O'Neal for another clean look from above the arc, and he knocks it down.
You mentioned something that he shoots 3 because Utah will fight you and try and get over screens.
Mitchell down the lane. The floater is short. The rebound is taken inside by Derek Favors, but he cannot convert. The Clippers starting to play with some rhythm here. 4:20 in this first quarter. Inside to O'Neal, and he gets the roll. Defensive breakdown for the Clippers. We've got a timeout on the floor. Clippers by 3. Utah 5 for 14 from the field. Mitchell a deep 3. Oh, and it machine guns home for Donovan Mitchell, shooting 39% from above the arc to tie up the score. Mitchell settles it for the long 2. Something they don't do. In fact, Clarkson moves to his left, walled off by Mann. Good possession defensively for the Clippers. Mitchell going to try to bail him out. Runs down the lane off the window, not there. And the rebound tapped over to Beverly. Rebound smothered by Beverly. Clippers do not have numbers. Lou Williams slows the roll. Neglects a Zubac screen. Goes to the rim off the window. No, but he does draw the foul. And Lou Williams is taking matters into his own hands here tonight. Puts the Clippers out in front by 4. Clippers 5 of 8, however, from the free throw line. Mitchell, tailgated by Coffey, forces up the shot. Evades Zubac with a two-handed rebound, and here come the Clippers. Williams with 14, Clippers by 4, 4:06 to play. In a scrappy, muddy type of game, Mitchell follows his miss and taps it home. Clippers by 4, 4:06 to play. In a scrappy, muddy type of game, Mitchell follows his miss and taps it home. And Donovan Mitchell 2 for 9. Clippers by 4, 4:06 to play. In a scrappy, muddy type of game, Mitchell follows his miss and taps it home. And Donovan Mitchell 2 for 9. Turnovers for the Clippers.
You just shocked me when you said that. 10 turnovers already. That's a lot of turnovers.
Favors down the lane, floats it home. Derek Favors is not much of a scorer. He's just a solid piece coming off the bench.
Being a small market city, they opened up the wallet and they rewarded and paid 3 or 4 of these guys. And the money is flowing in Utah right now.
We got a new owner as well, and Brian Smith, and is committed to the community, committed to the locker room, that is for sure. I tell you what, I don't know how you can't just love the effort that you have gotten out of Reggie Jackson here this season for the Clippers. Mitchell disappears, reappears, comes up firing and knocks it in. He struggled to start. He's now 5 for 13 after opening up 1 for 9.
Looks like we're watching a loop tape over and over again of Utah getting to about 14, 15 feet dead on the front of the rim.
Put Utah at the line. 1 minute, 5 seconds to play here in this first half. Mitchell. Well, there's a break in the loop that you were talking about. He misses from the mid-range. Clippers lead by 5. Free of his defender, gives it to Bogdanovich for a great look at a 3. Rebound senior. Here come the Clippers. Mann drives.
Blocked from behind by Mitchell. What a play to end the half. Nevertheless, the Clippers hanging around. No Kawhi.
And then reduce the number of turnovers that they had.
They can handle the turnovers, but keeping those other guys quiet will be tough as Ibaka juggles inside and turns it over. And the Jazz have trailed by as many as 6 and led by as many as 5. And now a quick word from GMC. Utah just 3 of 5 from the free throw line, make it 4 of 6. Utah has won 19 of their last 20, but they trail by 4 here in the third. Ibaka, 20-footer offline. Bogdanovich lowers his shoulder down the lane off the window and in, counted. And the Clippers are having great difficulty defending. Now is finding himself going up against Gobert. Mitchell trying to get it to him. Instead fires up the 3 and knocks it in. A good decision there by Mitchell, feeling that Gobert would have. Gobert saves the rebound. Utah looking for the lead for the first time here in the second half. Mitchell gets clever with the handle, perhaps too clever, and gives the ball away. Tied Doc Rivers. Interestingly enough, it was the game in Utah a couple of years ago. Mitchell, foul line jumper is good, and Donovan Mitchell, after a very sluggish start.
Patrick Beverly did a very good job. He got over the first 2 screen situations, but it was the third one where Donovan Mitchell got free.
Jackson out of control. Some of these have just been bad decisions, but to be honest, a lot of these turnovers have been caused by the center position, and Rudy Gobert intimidating a lot of players around the rim. Mitchell into Favors, deflected, knocked out of bounds by Utah, and the ball goes back to the Clippers. Of the Coffee Kids, I like to call them the Brew Crew, went to Division I as Mitchell goes down the lane and down the hatch it goes. In fact, Amir's sister Naya drafted in the WNBA.
We're not getting it back.
Mitchell stops into the paint, elevates. Leaps over the top of Ivica for the loose ball. Up top to Niang for 3. Got it.
We're not getting it back.
Mitchell stops into the paint, elevates. Leaps over the top of Ivica for the loose ball. Up top to Niang for 3. Got it. Mitchell stops into the paint, elevates. Leaps over the top of Ivica for the loose ball. Up top to Niang for 3. Got it. And Niang with his first bucket tonight. First to 2 for Donovan Mitchell. He has said it as so. It's a deliberate thought process. He's trying to save his legs for when it matters the most. Zubac's being overplayed by Gobert. Takes him to the rim. Gobert recovers beautifully for the block. Wow. 95-82. Mitchell, surrounded by defenders, gives to Gobert. Exclamation mark on the possession. Zubac's being overplayed by Gobert. Takes him to the rim. Gobert recovers beautifully for the block. Wow. 95-82. Mitchell, surrounded by defenders, gives to Gobert. Exclamation mark on the possession.
That long arm, just think about that, how long he is that he could jump late and still get a piece of that jump shot.
Great maneuvering in mid-flight by Terrence Mann, forcing a miss from Donovan Mitchell, but Gobert draws the foul on him. But 3.5 quarters really well. If they had just protected the ball perhaps a little bit more, this game would not be so far out of reach. But give credit to Utah. They are the league's best team for a reason. As he brings it back the other way. Feeds to Jackson. Flings a 3. Look at the rebound by Donovan Mitchell. Under 5 to play in this one. And being productive. Kabengele, as you asked, goes into the paint. He challenges Gobert and misses. It's a 20-point game, and Mitchell and Gobert still out on the floor. Mitchell going to go ISO on Patrick Patterson. The Clippers have waved the white flag. Did that at about the 6-minute mark. Again, these two teams will line up on Friday. Who will be available? We don't know.